It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Giants and the Silver and Black coming up next.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go from Vegas. This is fielded inside the 5. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
From the 25, they'll go to work, 1st and 10. They'll run here with the rookie. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. They face 2nd down and 7. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle's made at the 36. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Darius Slayton. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. On the give, it's Tracy. He's got a 1st down inside the 45. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that 1st down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. Now, faking the give. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw him on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Back to the air once more on second down.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from him.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face third down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are out to an early 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. To return, Tyreek McAllister. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from their opening whistle.
Throwing from the start. Here's Smith. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
Initially, when the quarterback looked his tight end's way, I thought he had a chance for a big pickup. He had nice separation there early. But let's give credit to the defense. They were able to rally quickly to the ball and keep that from being an even bigger game.
They'll go play action. It's Smith. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Here's 2nd and 6. In motion is Myers. They go play action with Smith. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Geno. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Giants offense ready now for their 2nd drive. They were able to turn that opening drive into points. 3-0 our score as they start again with a 1st down. They'll run with Tracy. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Here's third down and a few inches. A carry here for Tracy. And he will have a Giants first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? And this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. They run on the jet sweep, and this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on him or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Giants offense ready to take over once again. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Now they'll set up to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the 1st quarter, but that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. If you got to start looking elsewhere, you don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive lineman had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Gino. He's got the tight end Mayer. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Giants leading this one early. And we're back in Vegas after this. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Man in motion here is Tucker. Throwing on 2nd down. Smith. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Now a give up the middle, and he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. A 2nd down throw for Smith. He'll tuck it and take off. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Gino. That one caught by Tucker. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders move out to a 7-3 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Giants offense ready to take over once more. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Tracy. And a good run there. Gonna get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And just a short pickup there to about the 44. Second down and 8. A short one there to Bellinger. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practiced. And at other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. From the pistol, Smith. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They try the zone read. It's Smith on the keeper. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone replay is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner, the quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Back to the ground. And the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged the bullet.
A handoff as they try to run it here. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. "7-3 is the score. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. On 2nd down, Smith. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown.
And he's in! Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Raiders extend their advantage to 14-3. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This is going to be taken in at the 3. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. Right away, they'll set up to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming. Here's Jamie Gillen on now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Raiders offense back onto the field for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. Working out of the gun, Smith. Going to get that complete. Jacoby Myers. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Now, Gino. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. That's into traffic, but taken in. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Two 1st downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Smith over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner. So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports Studios and our halftime report. It was the former comeback player of the year, Geno Smith, who was sharp in the first half. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's McAllister to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off first and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Man in motion here is Tucker. They go play action with Smith. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Geno now on first and 10. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. 17 yards as they hook up again and pick up the first. Up the middle they go. And he'll manage to bring this down to about the 37. Andrew Phillips in on the tackle. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And this ball batted away and incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And he's going to have the Raiders 1st down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down. Smith. That is hauled in at the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them 16 there and a 1st down.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
They'll go play action. It's Smith. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Vegas. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Raiders extend to a 24-3 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Now faking the give. Throw left side, that's Jaxson. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a first down. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Now this time they'll look to throw. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he will go all the way. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. He's got it. And the Giants are able to edge a bit closer. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's McAllister to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. First and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Paulson Adebo is there to make the play. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop. Third and 5. From the gun, it's Geno. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Man in motion here is Tucker. On play action, Smith. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
As a cornerback, you're only going to get so many of these chances each game to make plays in the backfield. And so far, this guy continues to take advantage of them. That's 2 sacks so far. And with the way this game was going, I wouldn't be surprised to see another.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Gino. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed when the ball's thrown so far behind them.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw, Smith. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. On 2nd down, Smith. He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Back is Smith. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They get 21 on that one. Good for a Raider first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. Off he goes.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
This a must stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Smith. He's got it inside the 5. And he will score. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Ray gonna return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they can get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now, a screen set up for Tracy. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
He'll look to throw. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw yet again.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will have a Giants 1st down. He has it by plenty as they keep the drive alive here on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, you see a lot of teams try to take a shot. Why, Mike? Because they know on 4th and inches, they still have a chance to convert the 1st down. The shot wasn't there, but they're still able to pick up a nice gain and convert and bring up 1st down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
These can be tricky situations defensively, right? The game is all but over. Barring something unforeseen, you got this one in the bag, but you still want to finish on a high note. You still want to walk off the field and put an exclamation point on what's pretty much been a dominant performance right from the start.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's...
He is in. Touchdown, Giants. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll give on the ground. Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go with a run. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, you've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's going to be taken down. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's a run. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. The task a bit tougher as they face second and goal. They'll go with him again. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes third and goal. They'll run. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's fourth and goal.
A bit of a curious call there, Mike, on third and goal. From this far out, you thought they would have turned to their passing game. They tried to catch the defense sleeping and keep it on the ground. Great job by the defense being ready for everything. Not only do they stop them, they take them back for a loss.
On now, Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Ray gonna return it. Oh, yeah. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jacorian Bennett. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Nothing the defense loves more, Greg, than the opportunity to not only stop a team, but turn them back around the other way. A touchdown on the pick 6.
Yeah, the defense just loves getting their hands on the ball when they can, Mike, but it is extra special when they're able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
These are the ones that rip your heart out on the offensive side. Now Carlson to add the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. And he finally is going to have to eat this one. He will go down. So this one, a win for the Raiders. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. And are going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders, winners here. We'll see if there are other winners outside. So long from Vegas.